Hello and welcome to the channel Mega Hive Mind. You know, for the past 8 years, Trump and his enablers have built this fake image that Trump is this sort of strongman, tough guy. But as we've seen over those years, he is nothing but that. He's weak and a coward, too. So, as I'm sure many are aware of, Trump has this sort of had this war of words, I guess you could call it that, with a late night show host by the name of Jimmy Kimmel. And of course, Jimmy Kimmel dunks on him in the MAGA world every time. So the other day, Jimmy Kimmel released a new video debunking this myth and mocking Donald Trump that he is sort of this tough guy. And he enlisted a man known by many as Dave Bautista, a former WWE star, and he also played the role of Drax in the Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. So let's sit back and watch the clip.
Fellas, we gotta talk. A lot of men seem to think that Donald Trump is some kind of tough guy. He's not. I mean, look at him. He wears more makeup than Dolly Parton. He whines like a baby. The guy's afraid of birds. Donald Trump had his daddy pay a doctor to say his Will feet hurt so he could dodge the draft. Look at that gut, like a garbage bag full of buttermilk. He sells imaginary baseball cards pretending to be a cowboy fireman. The guy's barely strong enough to hold an umbrella. I mean, look how he drinks water. Like a little pink chickadee. He's got jugs, big ones, like Dolly Parton. He cheats at golf. He creeps around beauty pageant dressing rooms. You know that little dance he does? He looks like he's jacking off a pair of giraffes. He's moody, he pouts, he throws tantrums.
No, get those lights off!
He acts like a 5-year-old behind the wheel of a truck. He bends over for Putin. He's cattier on social media than a middle school bean girl. The guy needs help walking downhill. Almost there, Grandma. So this November, let's stop kidding ourselves. Donald Trump is afraid of rain, of dogs, of windmills, Merle Street, and being laughed at.
Isn't it past your jail time?
But mostly, he's terrified that real red-blooded American men will find out that he's a weak, tubby toddler.
Mommy, take me home. Mommy, I want to go home.
What's wrong, tough guy? Did someone grab you by the whiny bitch.
Paid for by guys who can still see their own.
Thank you, Dave. You're an American treasure.
Oh, that was hilarious. People who can still see their dick. Oh man, that was a lot of great references in that video there. Multiple Dolly Parton references with Trump's makeup. The one about the jerking off to giraffes when he's dancing. That was my favorite one. That one was great. Just how much cringy that dance is. And it's the same dance every freaking time. The joke about the garbage bag with buttermilk. Chef's kiss, baby. Now, of course, this video, it's comedic sketch, but this may or may not move the needle come election day, but it is important that people see this clip. This illusion that Trump is this strongman, tough guy needs to get exposed is nothing more than a myth. He is not strong. He is not brave. He is mentally unfit for the office of the presidency. We've seen it the past few weeks. He has canceled multiple interviews, even interviews set to be on right-wing networks he has canceled and walked out of. He canceled his second debate with Kamala Harris, and he threatened to cancel on several occasions, even going back to the debate back in the summer against Joe Biden. He threatened several times to drop out of there because he didn't want fact-checking. And if you're really concerned about fact-checking, then it just means you're a liar. Someone who tells the truth isn't going to fear fact-checking. Even this week, at 2 events, he stammered and slurred his way through speeches and answering questions like an elderly old man rambling on about a story that doesn't go anywhere.
We can't bust heads like we used to, but we have our ways.
You got it.
One trick is to tell them stories that don't go anywhere. Like the time I caught the ferry over to Shelbyville. I needed a new heel for my shoe. So I decided to go to Morganville, which is what they called Shelbyville in those days. So I tied an onion to my belt, which was the style at the time. Now, to take the ferry cost a nickel, and in those days, nickels had pictures of bumblebees on them. Give me 5 B's for a quarter, you'd say. Now, where were we? Oh, yeah. The important thing was that I had an onion on my belt, which was the style at the time. They didn't have white onions because of the war. The only thing you could get was those big yellow ones.
And the people who, for the past 4 years, constantly calling into question Joe Biden's mental fitness, are absolutely quiet right now with the mental degradation of Donald Trump, just the way he has mentally collapsed these past few weeks. And all of it has been nothing more than projection and hypocrisy to cover for their dear leader. Seriously, the way he sits in the chair, in that chair like a hunched over comma. Seriously, I mean, what the fuck, man? So what do you all think? What was your favorite part of the video Jimmy Kimmel made? Leave a comment. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Cause that's the one best way to beat YouTube's algorithm and get this video to spread. Because I'm sure Trump and a lot of his supporters would love to see this video.